Sparkster was developed by Konami and was released on the Super Nintendo in 1994. There is a Sega Mega Drive version of this game as well, but both are entirely different. So for this video, I'll be looking at the Super Nintendo version of the game. Sparkster is a platformer, and given there are plenty of platformers released on the Super Nintendo, what makes this one worth your while? Well, for one, it looks great. The sprites really make it stand out. The colours are bright and vibrant, and it just grabs your attention. The enemies are well designed, and the amount of detail on the characters and environments are great. For a platformer, there must be a gimmick of some kind, and the gimmick in Sparkster is that you can charge up your attack to fly across the screen using the rocket pack. It's quite useful for charging into enemies or when you want to navigate through the level and find secrets. Apart from that, you can attack normally with your sword, which has a projectile as well. Plus, you can press the shoulder buttons to do a rolling attack. Sadly, there aren't any power-ups or upgrades, which is a bit disappointing. The story is pretty straightforward. A princess has been kidnapped, and you have to go rescue her and save the planet. There isn't any save functionality in Sparkster. Instead, you have a password system. The passwords themselves are just pictures of items in a grid, which makes them difficult to remember, so write them down or take a picture. Thankfully, Sparkster is pretty generous with the amount of lives and continues it gives. You start off with 3 lives and 7 continues. You can earn additional lives by collecting 100 crystals or 1-ups. The levels are huge and give you a good amount to explore, and the bosses can take up most of the screen. Speaking of which, the bosses can definitely be challenging. The sound effects and music really stand out. It really does fit the aesthetic. The music especially, it's definitely memorable and grabs your attention from the first level to the last. I'd describe this game as 90's Konami at its best. It's fast, great visuals, excellent music, and overall just fun to play. It's just a very memorable experience overall. Should you get Sparkster? If you're a fan of platformers and looking for something to play that stands out, then you should look into picking it up. In terms of pricing, using pricecharting.com, then the cartridge by itself costs about £23 and a box copy costs around £110. So pick up the cartridge by itself to save some cash. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.